Adam here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today we have this 1945 Smith Corona Clipper vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Made in the USA and the ultimate classic portable typewriter. And this was the last generation before they transitioned completely. So this has that really nice classic feel of a typewriter. Margins are located behind the carriage, and you just want to make sure they're in between those two paper fingers. So we'll set those and then check to see if we need to reset those margins. We're going to keep those two paper fingers on the edges, but you can adjust them if you want. So let's test those margins. It's pretty good, but like a little bit closer to the edge. Now, if you're too close, then the vibrator that goes up and down will get stuck on those first few characters. So you want to make sure that it's not interfering. So that looks pretty good. Right side looks good. Once you hear the bell, you're near the end of the margin. Hit slide space, gets you back to the beginning, and skips one or two spaces. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, just flip that switch towards you, and it skips two. Flip it back, it skips one. We're going to keep that on single for now and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line and switch from black to red. There's a switch on the right side. Flip that down to the red indicator. It prints the bottom portion of the ribbon, which is red. When you have it in the middle on the white indicator, it prints no ink at all. It just leaves a stencil for copying purposes. When you have it up top on the blue indicator, it prints the top portion of the ribbon, which is black. We're going to move that down for red. Oops, that's okay. Beautiful. Super light and responsive. It's kind of hard to get that right. So Smith Corona really put a lot of time getting this right. It's light, but it's not heavy, and it responds fast. Sorry if that doesn't make any sense. Most of the time when you have a light touch machine, it doesn't respond, so you got to kind of slow down when you type. This you could type as fast as you want, super light. Beautiful keys. And I did make a little bit of an error, and that's what you got to deal with when you're typing on a manual typewriter. There is no autocorrect. So you can see the error there. The print on this is fantastic for how old it is. Beautiful print. It's not easy or common to have these old machines have such perfect looking print. So I was really impressed with that. To pull the page out easy, there's a switch on the right side. Flip that towards you, unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easy or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page, or else it won't load correctly. I'm going to put the color back on black. Shift on each side, a shift lock on the left to clear that. Just hit the shift button again, backspace on the left side. Very good. Margin release on the right. When you get to the end of the margin, there's a mechanism that blocks you from printing. Hit that margin release. It does allow you to type past that all the way to the end, or until you get stuck on that paper finger. Open hood, all the brand new ribbons loaded on the left, so it's pulling clockwise to the right. If you want to switch that direction manually, the side you want it to go, well, actually you can just flip this switch here. So that, if you flip it down, it will just swap directions. But you do not need to do that manually unless you have a problem, because it has these little ribbon guides that if you pull it like this, it will pull to that side. And that's meant to catch the eyelid at the end of the ribbon. The little metal piece will pull on that and swap automatically, so you don't need to do this manually. We do want to make sure that's pulling to that right side. This is your touch control. The farther up you go towards the back, the more tension there is when you hit the keys. You do have to hit the keys harder for them to print, but they respond faster the lower you go, the less tension. And I had it all the way on low, and I was able to type as fast as I wanted. I just really love the touch of this, and it's just got those nice chrome rings, yellow keys, carriage release on both sides, super smooth and tight. I want to say this is in excellent condition, but it's just, it's so old that it's hard to advertise it as excellent condition for how old it is. If you push this down, it releases the carriage and locks it in the middle. So when you have it in the case, it doesn't bang around and protects the escapement. When you push it to the right one notch, it unlocks that lock. Carriage release on the left as well. Super smooth, very nice machine. And if you pull out this lever on the left knob, it disables the spacing, so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You push it in, you get the clicks. Each one of those clicks is one space. And that's it. I think that some of them you can pull this out too, but that's actually an earlier version. These are the newer ones. Now available on eBay or Etsy, or my new website, brooksawantiques.com.